So this smiling swimmer's name is Linda. You might not have guessed that on her drive to the pool this morning, she had the thought, what if I step on the gas and hit that pedestrian? She had an intrusive thought, a thought that comes into our mind spontaneously, is unpleasant and difficult to control. And it turns out that Linda's not alone. In fact, most of us experience intrusive thoughts. I'm interested in why some of these thoughts don't really affect our lives very much, while other people's lives are run by these thoughts. So some people will just let the thought go out of their mind, and others will interpret them in negative ways, like, this must mean that there's something wrong with my brain for thinking this. And it's interesting because the more that we try to resist these thoughts, the more we try to put them out of mind, the more frequent and distressing they become. It's not the thought itself, but the way we react and interpret these thoughts that make them more distressing and frequent. So interestingly, older adults' interpretation of these intrusive thoughts are uniquely influenced by memory, or more broadly, cognitive concerns. So here's an example of the theory that my thesis is based on. Linda is a 78-year-old retired librarian who considers her intellect to be one of her most valuable characteristics. But every day she's reading articles in the newspaper about the rising odds of developing Alzheimer's as you enter your 80s, the tragedy of forgetting your family, and she becomes really worried. She's interpreting normal moments of aging to mean that she's developing Alzheimer's, like forgetting the name of an acquaintance or having the thought pop into her mind that she's going to forget to watch her granddaughter swimming and that she's going to drown. It's really distressing for her, and she goes into this spiral of distress, even though she has no actual sign of Alzheimer's disease. So, what can be done about this? My goals are these: to determine how common, predictable, and damaging intrusive thought scenarios like Linda's have the potential to be, to create a easily distributed intervention for cognitive control and memory concerns, and to help older adults get out of their heads and back into the swimming pool. Thank you.